Hey YouTube, James Sain here. So a video on how to clone yourself. I got the idea from Peter McKinnon. He put out a great video on cloning yourself, and I'll leave a link in the description below. And he explains it much better than I can. I have two examples where I'm with my fiance and then I show up from the future with my wife as we walk into one side of the screen. So the couples were always on separate sides of the screen. So this is pretty easy and pretty straightforward because you just mask out half the screen. And so here's an example of where we come walking onto the screen. Oh, don't mean to start you, sorry. It's just us. I know we just popped in unexpected.
Yes.
We let ourselves in. Sorry, we have a key, so. Sorry, yeah. Well, yeah. We don't live here now. We live here in the future like you live here now. So listen, the reason we're here, we knew that you guys were really stressing out about the weather on the wedding day. Don't worry about it. The weather's going to be beautiful. You're going to have the most beautiful wedding. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
I'm so happy.
And this is pretty straightforward. The second example, I was filming myself in a mirror, talking to myself about, and I recorded it at the beginning of the year, so I'm talking to myself about it's a new year, it's 2020, I can't believe that it's here, all the changes in my life. And the challenging part of that is I'm on both sides of the screen, so I'm on one side of the mirror, and then I'm outside the mirror on each side of the screen, so that makes it really tough. So what you have to do is when you stop recording and get back in and you're recording for the other half screen, you have to get back in the exact same position. So that's really challenging, which mine did not come out perfect. So you can see there's a jump in my body position at a certain point. But as I'm talking to myself in the mirror, so here's the tip I want to give you. I had so you have to plan out what your conversation is going to be, and so I videotaped myself, and the majority of the recording was talking to myself, and then the second part was me responding. So what I had, when I recorded the first part, I recorded it on my iPhone, and then I was playing it back on my iPhone, and I had some wireless earbuds, and I just have the AirPod Pro. I highly recommend them. So in this example, my right ear is away from the screen, so you can't see it no matter which camera, whether it's this camera or that camera. You can't see it. In this particular, in the example of the video, I had it in my left ear. So it was very realistic when I was talking to myself because I could hear the first recording, and I could respond, or I could hear what the other person was saying, start nodding, and I can even talk over myself a little bit. Yeah, okay, I hear what you say. So that makes it very realistic, and so I highly recommend that you record the majority of the video on a separate recording source so that you can play it back in your ear and respond and talk to yourself and make it look very realistic. So here's the video, and not perfect, but it was it was my second try. Pretty good second try. All right, let's get to that video. I can't believe 2020 is here. When I was growing up in the 70s, I just couldn't imagine when the year 2020 was here, and now it is. And today's the first day of the new year, and I'm at such a great place in my life. I have a wonderful job. I enjoy the people I work with. I have a great boss. I am so in love with Nicole Ashley. We're getting married this year. It's just really hard to imagine how 2020 can get any better than 2019. It's just, things are really good. I wonder what it's going to be like. Hey, yeah, wake up. 2020 is going to be a better year. It's by making every day better, okay? It's 11:15. You haven't worked out yet. You need to work out today. You have to work out today? Yeah, you need to work out. What else you need to be doing? You have pharmacology class coming up. That's starting very soon. You need to prepare for that. I've done that. Okay. All right, so you've taught that a lot. What about the BSO? You get a big lecture coming up that you have to do the BSO. You've prepared the lecture, but you haven't practiced. Okay. You need to practice. So every day Make every day better. That's how you make every month better. That's how you make 2020 a better year. Great year. Oh, man. What? Yeah, it's the stimming pager. How did you get cut? See? You haven't had lunch yet.
How do you have my
now
phone?
You got to go to a stimming. ED room 1. We got. Yeah, I got your phone. Alright, hey, listen, do you want to drive? Me? Yeah. You can drive? Okay, let's go drive. Alright, so there's my attempt at doing Clone Yourself. Hopefully this helps lead to some creative ideas that you might try. And I said I'll leave the link to the description of Peter McKinnon's video. He gives an excellent step-by-step tutorial on how to achieve this. And if you like the content that I'm putting out, please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate that, and consider subscribing to my channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss when the next video comes out. Alright, thanks so much, and we'll talk to you next week.